So, one of the most common questions I get, um, just in general from people as a strength and conditioning coach, a lot of people ask me, what is the most common mistake that you see people making? And really, it kind of applies to all walks in life. You can apply it to strength and conditioning, you can apply it to bodybuilding, you can apply it to powerlifting, you can apply it to Olympic weightlifting, training for football, etc. And you could just as easily apply it to becoming a doctor. It's a lack of a plan. The majority of people come into the gym and they have no idea what they're doing. They're like, squat rack's open, I'll go do some curls because you got a curl on the squat rack. And then they're like, oh, a leg press machine's open, so I'll do some calves on that. And you know what? Like, oh, no one's on the pull-up bar. I'll hit a set of pull-ups, and I'll walk around the gym, walk around the gym, walk around the gym. Maybe I'll get on the step, that step machine or whatever the heck it is. I don't do cardio. Um, So, I'll hop on that for like 5 minutes and oh, it looks like the bench is open, so I'll go bang out some bench. And they don't really have a plan. They just kind of come in and just, I think Martin Birkin called it fuck around itis. And it really is. I mean, I see people do weird stuff. The other day I saw some guy carrying on like one of those half stability ball things. I think it's called like a Bosu ball or something like that. And he was doing this weird, like, Karate Kid one leg, hands up in the air thing, and uh, I think it's called like I think Kung Fu calls it a crane position. But yeah, he's doing like this weird one leg thing on the Bosu ball, and then I heard him later telling all these people about, oh yeah, I play running back, and that's why I do this because it makes my knees stronger. And it's like, if placebo effect maybe. Maybe because he believes his knee is stronger, his knee really is stronger. Maybe I totally believe in the power of placebo, but I really don't feel like standing on a bossy ball is going to be a replacement for good quality squatting or good mechanics. Learning how to cut properly. Learning to keep that line so your knee's not twisting and tearing your ACL. Um, So, you look at some of this stuff, and I see guys walking in the gym, and they do these weird movements that I don't even know what to call. Uh, I figure out like the dumbbells, and they do like this weird pulling thing. It's not a row, but it's not a shrug, and it's a chicken wing. They're doing the chicken dance maybe with dumbbells. I can't figure it out. But, you can apply this to anything. Literally anything at all. Let's just take it, and right now we're talking about people coming to the gym and doing strength and conditioning, but you could just as easily take this and apply it to someone that wants to learn to play the guitar. If you don't have a plan, if you don't have steps, you're never going to get there. You can't just sit down and just, I'll just pluck strings and hope that something comes out eventually. Maybe you'll get there eventually, maybe, but it's going to take a lot longer if you're just kind of like feeling it out than if you actually sit down and you practice. If you sit down and tell yourself, okay, today I'm going to learn this scale, and tomorrow I'm going to learn this scale, and the day after that I'm going to learn this chord, and then the day after that I'm going to learn this chord. If you have a plan where you're moving forward and constantly making progress, you're going to be light years ahead of everybody else. If you don't have a plan and you just kind of, oh yeah, I'll just wing it, um, maybe you'll get there. I don't want to say you won't. I'm sure that well, heck, there's plenty of stories about guys that can't read music and have no idea what they're doing. They just sat down and started playing. But those guys are the exception to the rule. Like, they're not common. You're not going to see a lot of, you know, guitarists, whether they're any level. It doesn't matter if you're doing rock music and you're Jimmy Page, or if you're playing Spanish guitar at some restaurant or something like that. You don't just accidentally become great at something. You have to work at it. And yeah, you're gonna have the idiot savants. You're gonna have the rarities who just boom, they pick it up and they're good at it the very first time they ever try. But for 99.9% of us, we're gonna have to work at it. And That's really what it comes down to. The biggest mistake I see people make is that they don't have a plan. Even when it comes to dieting, I see people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm going on a diet," and I'm like, "Well, what's your diet?" And they're like, I'm just gonna eat less." Well, how much are you eating now? I have no idea. If you don't know how many calories you're eating currently, how are you going to know that you're eating less? Just because you're going to eat less often? Like right now, I eat 3 meals a day, so now I'm just going to eat two? But how do you even know that you're not going to eat more at those 2 meals? So, I look at that stuff and it's always like, well, if you don't have a plan, it's the same as it's not having a map. How the hell are you going to get there? So, that is the big mistake. So, from now on, make sure you have a plan.